You mentioned the importance of application performance management. Are there particular characteristics that effective application performance management must include?
Okay. Well, OPNET's approach very much parallels the things that we've talked about so far today. First of all, we provide a modular suite so that, as we discussed, our customers can buy part of the suite, accomplish part of their APM goals, and then progressively grow into a full end-to-end complete APM solution. So that's number one. Number two, and I think this is where we're quite different from a lot of other vendors, OPNET has defined and implemented a suite with particular characteristics. And these characteristics, collectively, we call high-definition APM. And high-definition APM consists of 5 main characteristics. Those are breadth, depth, analytics, integration, and also low overhead. So I'll just go into each of these in a little bit more detail. Breadth has to do with the ability to leave no stone unturned, to cover every part of your infrastructure. So you need to be able to have visibility onto the desktop. You need to have visibility on the network, all the way through the wide area network, then devices like WAN accelerators, the local area network, the application server, the database server. Any of these could be the source of application performance degradation or availability problems. So it goes without saying that to really have a comprehensive end-to-end solution, you need coverage of all of those. So that's breadth. Depth has to do with high-resolution data. And that could be high-resolution monitoring with performance metrics that are obtained at a very fine-grained level of detail. It could also be what we call forensic information. Forensic information is detailed type of information like tracing within an application server, so you're looking down at the code level, or looking at packets on a network and being able to inspect the packet payloads or the packet headers. So this is the kind of information that actually allows you, in most cases, to resolve real performance problems, to find the root cause. Without it, it's hit or miss. Sometimes you can find it through monitoring level information, but that's only when it's kind of a very obvious problem. So this type of depth we really feel is critical. If we move on to analytics, well, the problem with collecting a lot of information is how do you sift through it, and how do you find what's relevant, and how do you find relationships among things that will allow you to really get to the root cause of problems, or to detect them early. Well, that's what analytics does for you. That's employing the power of automation to use algorithms to sift through all that data to help you reveal what's most interesting so that you can tackle the problems instead of spending a lot of time manually looking through the data. Integration is what brings the different parts of the modular suite together. You have many components in the suite. We talked about different parts of the infrastructure that you have to cover. Well, what's going to pull all that together? As you use different parts of the solution suite, and maybe it's different users even, how do you smoothly transition from one solution to the next, contextually drilling down from one type of data into the next type of data that you've been led to because of your investigation. So how do you hand off information to another person while providing them the contextual information they need? That allows you to progressively leverage more and more synergistic value out of the entire suite as you add on more of the modules in the suite. And then finally, the last one, the last element of our high-definition APM concept is low overhead. Because, again, if you're collecting a lot of data, forensic data, performance data, one of the potential concerns would be, is this going to be practical for the production environment? Is it going to slow things down? Is it going to actually cause a problem instead of helping us solve problems? And so it's really critical if you want this to be more than a tool that you use in pre-production, which we also want, but if you want it to be used in production, it cannot impose significant overhead on the servers, on the network that are delivering the service. So that's why we include that as an element of the definition.
Alain, thanks so much for taking the time to join us today. I've learned a great deal about high definition application performance management. Thanks.
Well, thank you very much. I really enjoyed it.